Children, in our previous classes we have already learnt about the weather and climate, its definitions and the differences between weather and climate. Now today we are going to learn about the factors affecting the climate of a place. The first factor is the human activity which results into the climatic change. We cut trees, we drive cars and vehicles, and we use so many factories and machines which emits lot of carbon monoxide, which causes global warming, which damages the ozone layer and also causes global warming. The next factor is El Nino. Children, have you ever heard about El Nino? El Nino is the change in the surface temperature of the ocean current, and when the water gets warmer, it rises up, and the air above the water becomes warmer, and it creates pressure, and it starts moving towards the western Pacific Ocean. Now, while moving from the eastern Pacific Ocean to the western Pacific Ocean, it carries away the cloud and the rain with it, causing lots of rainfall in some areas while drought in the other areas because it becomes very dry. In India also we had El Nino effect in 1982-83. This is also one reason of the climatic change. Our next factor is distance from the equator. In our previous chapters, we have already learned about the various zones, climatic zones they are known as. The torrid zone is the hottest zone which falls between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Above that, till the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere, there is the North Temperate Zone and the South Temperate Zone, which is neither very hot nor very cold. Now comes above that is the Frigid Zone till the right up to the poles on both the hemispheres. Now this is the Frigid Zone which remains cold throughout the year, and it is covered with ice, and it is really very cold there. Now why does this happen? This is because of the position of the sun. Now you must have noticed that in the morning and in the evening, since the rays of the sun fall slanting on the earth's surface, that is the reason we find that the morning and evening is colder than the noon. Noon is very hot as compared to the morning and evening because of the direct rays of the sun falling on the earth's surface. So similarly, it happens with the whole world. The direct rays fall on the torrid zone, that is why it's very very hot. Slightly slanting rays fall on the North Temperate Zone and the South Temperate Zone, so it is neither very hot nor very cold. Whereas the steep slanting rays fall on the frigid zones, so it is very very cold. So this is one reason for the change in the climate. Our next factor is altitude. Now what is altitude? Altitude is the height of a place from the sea level. Now as we go higher and higher, the temperature decreases. At every increase in the height of 160 meter, there is a fall in the temperature by 1 degree Celsius. This is the reason why people go to the hill stations during summer, because the hill stations are cooler as compared to the plains. Our next factor is direction of the wind. Now, during the daytime, the land is heated because of the sunlight and the sun rays, and the warm air rises from the land from the sea. To fill the gap, the air comes towards the land, and this way we get the sea breeze. At night, the reverse happens. the water becomes warmer and the land is cooler at that time. The air from the warm water starts going up, and to fill the gap, the cool air from the land comes towards the sea. Thus we get the land breeze at night. So these are the factors we have already discussed, and now you can go through it once again, and if there is any difficulty, come to me tomorrow and we'll discuss it in the class. Thank you.